Let's see if I can pull off this shit. Good. First try. If you've ever asked that big YouTuber if you can use his ranch to film a video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. All right, so I'm out here with the Gen 6 Glock 17. We are gonna put some rounds through this thing. This is the first rounds fired. This is not the mag that came with it. This is a Gen 4 mag. It should function no problem. The guns are supposed to be backwards compatible on the mags. Also, the dot has not been zeroed. The dot is way off. I'm having to shoot over the steel to get it to hit. Ooh, that was me. Thumb was on the sled catch. So one of the things I want to check also is going to be mag compatibility. This is one of the Mech-Gar mags that was originally designed for the Staccato XDs, or the Staccato P4s, excuse me. So let's see. It should function just fine. So far it's shooting fine. 2 Glock mags with the +2s that had 19 rounds in them, and a Mech-Gar 18 round. I do have some other mags I'll be trying as well. Actually, one of these is a Gen 5, one of them was a Gen 4, and then that Mech-Gar. So, reload, put some more rounds through it. So I'm just trying to zero this optic a little bit to get a little bit closer to on target. Still way low.
3 hours later.
Dude, I am a fucking moron.
Went the wrong way.
I went the wrong way and I kept going further wrong. It's easier when you can actually see the slot in the screw to get the screwdriver in it.
Yeah.
So what we've got here is the Gen 6 17. I have my Gen 5 17 that's highly customized, and then we've got a bone stock.
Yep.
Bone stock 47.
Performance trigger.
Oh, it's got a Glock performance trigger. So we're not evaluating the trigger per se, but more of the recoil impulse because of the different recoil systems that are in these. The Gen 5's got the dual recoil spring. The Gen 6 has got the single recoil spring, and then the 47 also has a dual recoil spring, but the Glock 19 dual recoil spring. So 3 different systems. So just to kind of get it shoots a lot like a Glock. And I don't think I made it hot. I did make it hot. I trade you for your 47. And I've never even shot a 47, so this is all new for me.
They are, yeah. Okay, so.
The 47 and the new 17, sorry, let me talk to the camera. The 47 and the new 17 feel very similar recoil impulse. The Gen 5 17 feels a little bit slower, maybe a little bit softer recoiling.
Yeah, that makes sense.
These are definitely quicker shooting, quicker cycling.
Snap.
Yeah, a little snappier.
Oh shit, whoa, yeah, I should have had.
All right, so to wrap it up, 2 range trips and 600 rounds later, I encountered 2 malfunctions. One of them was 100% magazine related. The other one was a muddy round in a magazine that I wasn't paying attention to when I loaded the mag. Neither of those are the fault of the gun. What are my thoughts? Well, it's a Glock and it shoots like a Glock. That said, it shoots like a Glock that's had some frame mods. Glock, all the changes they made to the frame, in my opinion, are for the better. The stippling is better. The palm swells actually do make the gun feel significantly better in my hand. Trigger guard undercut, thankfully, 6 generations later, they finally caught up to the aftermarket. Same thing with the speed ramps on the side there and the larger beaver tail. all of those are positive changes for this gun. The single recoil spring as opposed to the dual captive recoil springs from Gen 4s and Gen 5s, I don't know that I notice any difference. That said, this Glock 17 Gen 6 recoil impulse wise feels exactly like a Gen 5 47, and that's because they both use the Glock 19 recoil spring assembly. So it was smart on Glock's part. All three of the models that they've released thus far, the 17, the 45, and the 19, all use the same recoil spring assembly. For that matter, the locking lugs on the barrel are all the same as well, so if you want to swap the sliding barrels from one frame to the other, you can do that. The changes to the serrations are definitely an improvement. Like, I mean, it hardly takes any grip strength to grab that. The other significant change for Gen 6 from a shooter and user standpoint is going to be the optic mounting system. The new optic mounting system is night and day better than the old MOS mounting system. I wish Glock would have included metal plates for this instead of the plastic ones. That said, it is still a far better mounting system. Glock still gives you the plastic sights, which most people are going to replace, or they're just going to ignore them and run an optic. And thankfully, there is no longer two different versions of the same gun. They are now all optic ready. No longer do you have to pick from non-MOS or MOS. They're all going to be optic ready. So Gen 6, lots of good changes. Overall, it's a win. If you're in the market for a gun and a Glock is on your radar, there is absolutely no reason to not pick up a Gen 6 Glock.